What's going on, guys? Chuck here with another awesome Blu-ray purchase, and today I'm taking a look at a new release that I just got from Severin Films, and it's one I was pretty excited about when they announced it, and I'm sure a lot of people were excited about it. This is kind of a big deal for a lot of folks, and that is the 4K release of Dellamore, aka Cemetary Man. This is a film I have heard a lot about, admittedly, until about 5 minutes ago. I had never seen, but I always wanted to. This is a movie that I've always heard so much about, people talking about, how good it is. It's a cult classic. I remember, I think, seeing it in video stores, but never picking it up, not knowing too much about it. And, and just, I'm trying to think, I don't know if it was a film that was hard to attain, on video after the fact, or at least DVD or Blu-ray. I don't really know the history. For some reason, I feel like I've heard or read that it was, it was something people really wanted because they had a hard time getting it, at least here in the States. So when Severin announced that they were going to, getting this, and they were making a 4K limited, set of this film, I was like, this is the perfect time to grab this and check it out. And I'm glad I did, because this was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. For those who don't know, Dellamore is the Italian title. This was released in 1993, and it was released here in the States in 1994 under the title Cemetary Man, which I don't know. I think what Rupert ever says in the interview, he didn't think it was a great title. It kind of takes away from the whole meaning of the character Francesco Dellamorte. Saint Francis of Death. And that's the theme of a lot of the film is, death and love, and Dellamore. Yeah, I'm not really an Italian scholar, but, but that's what it says, But you have the character of Francesco Dellamorte, and he works in a graveyard. He's basically in charge of, not graveyard, but cemetery, in charge of taking care of the cemetery, but for whatever reason, it's never explained, which I really like this. He even says it, no reason why. But after 7 days, bodies tend to rise up and become the undead, and he has to basically put them back down, along with his, I kind of say mute, but he does say one word. He knows one word, but it's his assistant sidekick, Nagi, or Unagi. It's a Nagi, I can't remember. And I don't know if there's really a through line or, necessarily a solid narrative of this film. Is basically kind of little snippets. I mean, I guess the overall theme is, you find is that the Dellamorte character is, looking for love, or he's in love with this woman who kind of just keeps popping up in random occurrences in random ways, but also dealing with the, maybe the tiresome job of re-killing the returners, as they call them. It doesn't call them zombies, or, just the returners, which is interesting. Because, in essence, this is a zombie movie, but a different zombie movie than, you're used to seeing. But it's fun. I mean, there's a lot of dark humor. Dare I say, even some eroticism in here. There is a very, very erotic sex scene in a cemetery. Who'd have thought? But I am really glad I got to check this out. It is basically everything that I've heard. It didn't let me down one bit. This is a fun movie. It looked good in the 4K, and was crisp, clear. Again, I'm not any kind of technical expert on the specifics of audio and video. All I know is it looked damn good to me, and it sounded pretty good. I was listening to the Dolby Atmos. Now, granted, it's an Dolby Atmos, but realistically, I only have a 7.1 setup. I don't really have a Dolby Atmos setup, but it still plays well through that. Now, there was, I think, might have been a 5.1 English channel. Also, there's also the Italian mono track as well. I listen to in English, which is fine. I think the actors, it's not really, I don't think it's really dubbed. I mean, everybody's speaking English, even mentioned so in the interviews. The Italian actress who was speaking Italian interview mentioned she was dubbing a line that felt naturally in English. She actually repeats her line in English that she did for the dub. So they're doing the lines in English too. But so that's not really an issue. But just a lot of fun, and this is just a beautiful set that Severin has released. You can take a look at this. You can see it's kind of nice, a very nice glossy shine to it. It's a very nice smooth glossy box. See the great image here, kind of reminiscent of the sex scene in the cemetery, along with Death, who makes a couple appearances. There's the side, and here's the back of it. And inside you've got, here's the Blu-ray with the Cemetery Man title. In the back, so all your features. This thing is packed. This is a 4-disc set also, so this is packed with a lot of features. So here's the 4K disc. Flip it over here. Your Blu-ray, and this is a Blu-ray here with additional special features. And then you've got the soundtrack. No reverse artwork. So this is basically, but you do get the the box cover with the Dellamore, and the Blu-ray cover, or the 4K Blu-ray cover with the Cemetery Man artwork. So that's nice. You still get to display both. Also included is a little booklet here. There's the front, the back, and just little bits all about the film. Be careful, I don't pull anything up here that's not supposed to be. A lot of good, glossy images, good book, very good artwork, or I should say pictures. And you got some promotional materials that you mentioned here in the back, some of the posters. But this is usual, a nice little write-up on the film. And, not one of the big thick books, so which just makes it easier to read. Because some of those other ones you've been getting lately from Arrow, which are great, but they can take a while to go through. This is, going to be a pretty quick read. But I'm sure it's very informative as well. A lot of stuff in here. Special feature-wise, on the first disc with the Blu-ray, or the 4K, excuse me, you've really just got the, you have trailers. You have an Italian trailer, American trailer, and then you've got audio commentary with the director and the screenwriter. Disc 2, which is the Blu-ray, this is where you have some special features. And these are there's 3 on here that I did watch, and that's All the Graves, interview with Michele Soavi, who was the director. About 30 minutes, give or take, 25-30 minutes, all Italian, but interesting in basically how it came about in film, making it, and so on and so forth. Of Love and Death, interview with actor Rupert Everett, which is, again, about 25-30 minutes. And She, interview with actress Anna Falchi, who plays the love interest in the film. And again, her in about 25 minutes in Italian, with subtitles, of course. And I gotta point out that I guess this time was like one of her first films. And these are all recent interviews done by Severin. And she looks beautiful. She looks probably even more, she looks like she has aged a day. She looks great. I was amazed at how good she looked. I think she's even more, beautiful than she did in the actual film, and that was like 93, and she was gorgeous in the movie. You also have an archive making of on that disc. I didn't get a chance to watch that though, but that is on disc 2. Disc 3 is pretty much the Blu-ray also, and it's all special features. A Matter of Life and Death, interview with Gianna Romoli. Graveyard Shift, interview with cinematographer Mauro Marchetti. Head Over Heels, interview with actress Fabiana Formica. The Living Dead Mayor, interview with actor Stefano Maschiarelli. I'm nailing this Italian. The Music from the Underground, interview with composer Riccardo Bisio, something like that. Resurrection, interview with special effects artist Sergio Stiviletti. Yeah, that person there. Cemetery Gates, interview with set designer Antonello Galang. Man, this Italian is rough, I'm sorry. Grave Encounters, interview with Alan Jones, author of Profondo Argento. And of course, this 4 is your soundtrack CD. So yeah, this is just packed with stuff on here, and it's a great presentation of this movie. You know, it's a cult classic. Everyone, you know, excuse me, that's a box. But this is a fantastic release from Severin. They did this justice. Again, it's the first time I've seen this movie, and it's just, I really like this a lot. I mean, there's a great sense of horror, comedy, eroticism, a little bit of everything here, and it's great, and it's just a lot of fun. Great performances throughout, and some good special effects too. It's good gore effects. And it's, you know, not your typical run-of-the-mill zombie film. It's a little something different. So if you're looking for a little something different, you've ever seen Cemetery Man or Dellamorte, I highly recommend checking this out. This, I was rather pleased. And again, this is a great set from Severin. If you can still grab this, definitely do it. I highly recommend it. Once again, if you can gloss on, there we go. Dellamore. I just love saying that. It's a lot of fun. Dellamore. So that's it for this. If you enjoy this, click thumbs up, share, subscribe, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you've ever seen Cemetery Man or Dellamore, and your thoughts on it. Or just say hi. I'll always take hi. So until next time, this is Chuck saying I will see you on the other side.